Hi! I feel like recently, the group buy videos have been on a 2 video cycle, where the first video doesn't have many group buys so it's shorter, and the second video is longer because there are all these group buys that are incoming or I missed. I really wish that all the group buy info was in a more centralized place and in a better format, but we have so many websites and so many discords, so forgive me for not being able to catch them all. Anyways, without further ado, MW Cultured is a set inspired by James Bond. For most people, when they think of James Bond, they might think that a black and white set would be more appropriate to represent the famous spy, but this set is specifically inspired by James Bond's apparel in the latest movies, where he tends to wear a lot of grey suits with a blue tie. Based on that, the colors are pretty accurate and they do look nice and clean. It's not a color combo that I'm really looking for personally, but it doesn't look bad. The novelties though don't seem to be inspired by spies at all and seem to be geared towards the idea of being cultured. As a result, rather than featuring guns, cars, and spy tools, you get an assortment of mustaches and apparel. I understand that the set was inspired by fashion, but considering the main inspiration was a suit from James Bond, I definitely think that the spy element could have been incorporated into the novelties kit. At its current state, it looks okay I guess, but I definitely wouldn't pick up the novelties kit myself. MW Cultured also provides some nice layout and language support with spacebar kits, a Nord kit, and a 40s base kit. The blue spacebar kit is quite large compared to the white spacebars and offers more sizes as well as arrow keys. I do really like the blue used for this set, so I would probably consider this kit if it's not too expensive so I can provide a bit more color to the set. 40s base kits tend to be pretty rare in the hobby, so it's actually quite nice to see. Oftentimes, sets do provide a 40s modifier kit for support, but it does also mean that you either have to pick up an Alphas kit or a base kit if that isn't offered. Hopefully, this kit isn't too expensive, so more 40s users can pick it up if they need a set for their keyboard. Overall, it's an okay set. The novelties aren't my style, but I think that the colors and layout support make it a nice set. It's also going to be manufactured by Milky Way Keys, so hopefully the wait time won't be too long. Did you miss out on GMK Indigo or skipped it due to its price tag? If so, here's PBTFans Spark. I kinda said it as a joke, but to be honest, the two sets do look very similar. It kind of appears like PBTFans took the color scheme and swapped it so that the darker color became the alphas, while the lighter colors were used for the mods and called it a day. The colors are slightly different, so not exactly the same, but close enough. What GMK Indigo has that PBTFans Spark doesn't have though are the cool novelties inspired by Japanese denim. Instead, PBTFans Spark has a really colorful mod kit that you can use to spice up the set. PBTFans Spark also includes a spacebar kit that will help provide a little bit of layout support, but overall, this set is quite sparse. In the comments of the IC, there was a quest for a Nordic kit that PBTFans agreed that they could do, but I haven't seen any pictures for it, so it's unclear if they followed through. PBTFans is PBTFans' new effort into designing and manufacturing keycaps, so it's not entirely clear how good the quality will be. The good part though is that the keycaps will be sold as an in-stock sale, which means that you won't have to wait long to get them, as they are already manufactured or being manufactured pre-sale. It's up to you to decide whether you want to take this risk. For $89, the keycaps are cheaper than your big manufacturer sets from GMK, so it's not like you're sinking hundreds of dollars into these keycaps. Furthermore, if there are any issues, I'm sure that PBTFans can help you resolve the issue, or at least provide a refund, so I think the overall risk should be pretty low. Pricing has been announced for it to cost $89, but it isn't very clear if that the $89 is for the base kit only, or if it includes the child kits as well. My gut feeling is that they will charge extra if you would like to pick up the other kits, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The AV4 is an acrylic Arisu style keyboard that is the successor to the popular AV3. With this new round, Ivy Works has included some changes that gives it a more refined look. There are 3 versions of the AV4: Soul, Claymore, and Ornstein. In simpler terms, these 3 versions are acrylic FR4, aluminum, and brass respectively, which is referring to the riser and plate material used in the keyboard. Out of these 3 versions, I think that for most people, the Claymore hits the sweet spot with a refined look and aluminum plate that provides a little bit of flex compared to brass, which is much harder. The brass used in Ornstein of course looks really nice, but it costs $365 compared to $260 for the Claymore, which isn't all that worth it for me personally. The Soul should provide the softest typing experience as it includes an FR4 plate, but I'm not a fan of how the acrylic riser looks on the bottom of the board. I am aware that this is a part of the keyboard that you won't be seeing all that often, but it does bother me on how it looks, and I think that the Claymore edition just looks so much nicer for just $45 more. Ivy Works will be offering extras for most of the parts, so if you want to change up the typing experience, you could definitely buy another plate to build with rather than the default plate that comes with your kit. The AV4 also comes with a hot swap PCB with RGB underglow, which makes it more beginner friendly. Unfortunately for those who like soldering, there doesn't appear to be a solder option or a solder PCB extra, but hopefully, it won't be a deal breaker for you. I've never been the biggest fan of stacked acrylic boards unless the design was for a cute character or something, but I think that the AV4 looks super nice, and I'm definitely considering whether I want to pick one up for myself. It is pricier than most stacked acrylic boards out there in the market, but for what you are getting, I think that is worth it. The overall price itself is also considered to be on the more budget end for this hobby, so it's kind of affordable, at least for custom keyboards. Do you like cats? Do you like keyboards? What about a keyboard that is shaped like an actual full-size cat? If you said yes to the questions above, the FinnGus is the keyboard for you.